Hey everyone, welcome to Greenlight. So, today we're going to be talking about Blu-ray Tuesday movies, and as you can see, we're in my new setup. I'm using my Canon 60D on a DSLR camera. Got my microphone here, Zoom microphone that I use, and we're all ready to go. And let's get started. Right now, we got some major action movies coming out. We got Mortal Kombat, Wrath of Man, and we're gonna talk about it here on Greenlight. So let's do this right now. All right. So, as you can see here, I got my new setup. I'm starting to, I need to get used to this and all. But we're gonna get started on some Blu-ray Tuesday movies coming out today. I did do a pre-order of my Mortal Kombat Steelbook 4K, and I will be picking it up later on today. So you should be seeing that at some point this week of a video. But later on today, I do have a special video for you guys out there, a really short one and quick movie code giveaway for all of you out there for nobody. And I did a whole little quick video on it and unboxing and all that stuff. So you can go ahead and check that out at the end of this live stream. But go ahead and let me know what your comments are, what your thoughts are on any of these movies and stuff like that. Comment on the playback or on the live chat, and I'll give you a shout out on the live chat. All right, let's get started here. All right, so let me get my stuff up on here. All right. So if you haven't been here before, please hit the subscribe button. Sorry about that. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know more about these type of videos that I do every week. I also do every Friday a movie code giveaway with an unboxing video. So go ahead and check that out, and look forward to all that as well. And let's get started here on our first film today. And our first film today is Mortal Kombat on Blu-ray, and we have the Blu-ray cover here, and we also have the back end as well. I won't be talking about the Blu-ray back end, but I will be talking about the 4K back end, which they usually would have extra stuff, if anything, in the 4K. But right now they don't seem to have done that, which I'm glad they haven't yet, because I do not have a 4K player. I'm sure a lot of people don't. But I do have a Blu-ray player. I have two of them and a portable Blu-ray player, which you'll see more on this channel. Here's the back end of this here, and there's a bunch of special features that we're about to get into as well. But let's check out the slipcover for the 4K. This is a nice slipcover, Sub-Zero and Scorpion and Sub-Zero. This is really tight. I grew up with these characters. As a kid playing Sega Genesis. I had a cousin who ended up getting, I think, a PlayStation and or another system as well, but didn't want to keep the Sega. She had it was Maguito's actually as well, but he had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and a PlayStation or something like that, and then the Sega Genesis went to me and my sister's home, and we played a lot of Sonic and a lot of Mortal Kombat. Very cool. So this is a nice slipcover, by the way. So let's check out the back end here of the 4K. And the 4K and the Blu-ray looks very similar when it comes to the art cover. So let's zoom in here. I'm zooming in here real quick, and we're going to talk about the special features that are included in the Blu-ray. All right. All right, excuse me, taking a drink of water. I see here deleted scenes. Like I always say about deleted scenes, usually they end up on the chopping, the cutting room floor is what is famously called and stuff like that is basically, if the scene doesn't move the film forward, and move the story forward, it's there's no need for it in the film, so you usually have to cut them out or make them shorter, and they end up in the deleted scenes. So that's what I usually say about these things, and extended scenes and stuff like that too. And it's good to learn to see what is not really needed in a story, or sometimes it just doesn't work. Maybe a visual cue throughout the film worked a lot better than your dialogue scene or whatever it is that it needs to be cut out. So let's move forward to our next thing here. It says from game to screen, the making of Mortal Kombat. Really cool. So they're gonna dive in here on the whole transferring a story from one medium to another medium, from game to screen, from game to movies, even from a book to a movie form is two different ways of telling a story. Because a lot of times when you do something visual, a visual cue or visual just a shot of something might tell an audience and member something a lot more than just telling them something, because you want to show, not tell. That's what movies are all about. So in games, it's a similar medium, but they do it in a way different aspect. They do it in a much more interactive aspect, more in the pressing of the buttons and the feel and being a part of it yourself as well. So really, really cool here when they're going to go and dive into that. And it's good to learn how to tell a story in different forms and in different mediums. So this is great to check out for any filmmaker learning to write and anything like that. This is awesome. Next thing I see here is Mortal Kombat. Fan favorite characters. So it has 11 featurettes. So I'm expecting them to dive in deep on these characters, their backstories, their fighting styles, all of that. And it tells a lot about their character. It tells a lot about their motivation through any film, through any story. And I loved this film, by the way. I really just got to put this out there. This film was fantastic, and it has a lot of old classic action movie tropes, including a lot of styles brought from like Seven Samurai and stuff like that. It's usually in the quiet times, in the breathing, in the moments right before the kill that you can feel the characters and their motivation and their feelings of their motivation and where it's coming from and all that stuff. So this is really, really awesome here, and this is just already chock filled with stuff here. So let's move on to fight choreography. Oh wow. And I didn't even get into the fight choreography of this film yet, but this film's fight choreography, I haven't seen anything like this since something like a John Wick film, or even the film Nobody. Just not by mistake, not plugging this film, but yeah, I'm plugging Nobody because I will have a video at the end of this live stream, so do check that out, and look forward to that. It'll be out today, later on today, definitely after this live stream. So that's really, really cool. So check them out here. You'll learn a lot how to fight for camera, and basically like throw a kick or something for camera, which is different than actually landing a kick or landing a punch on somebody because you're really trying to defend yourself, or do these real fights and stuff like that. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but they do explain what kind of fights they use in this film, maybe different fighting styles. I know they do that a lot in Nobody, and in the film, in the John Wick films as well. So let's move on to our next thing I see here is Into the Crypt. Easter eggs of Mortal Kombat. Really cool. So they had a bunch of Easter eggs. I did watch this film on my iPhone 12 Pro. The screen is a lot bigger than my old iPhone 7 Plus, I believe it was, or something like that. It was an iPhone 7, and it was just, I guess the screen is just so much smaller. But it was in 4K, and it filled the whole screen, and I watched it with my earbuds and stuff of my AirPods and stuff, and the AirPods, they have these weird like 5.1 surround sound type of deal going on in the headphones. If you don't put it on too loud and stuff like that, you kind of have it in a nice setting. You can really still feel and feel those hits, like those blows that everyone's like throwing in this movie. You could feel it, so it's really really cool. And I just, with my whole experience in there, it was I mean, the story and just the way they did the film jumped out of my iPhone. But I hope to watch it on my 4K big 4K screen and use my surround sound that I'm expecting to get tomorrow for the family. And we're gonna try it out probably on some family stuff, some family films. But this movie, it would be like crazy for. I've done it before, younger, with action movies and stuff like that, with my own DTS surround sound system. So I know how they're supposed to sound and everything like that, and in a movie theater as well. So it's highly important. But going back into this Easter egg thing, I did not, I'm just answering this question that I'm asking myself, is basically I didn't get to see any major Easter eggs that I've noticed, but there has been little ones here and there, especially the big one at the end that everybody knows about, that teases the sequel to Mortal Kombat. Very, very cool. So highly recommend checking that out. It's good to do that for storytelling if you like that. It's good to do that for yourself if you're writing. It gets you excited. It gets you into your own story, into your own world, and it helps you flesh it out and just make the world bigger. The next thing I see here is an anatomy of a scene, and there's 7 featurettes of this. Oh God, this is good. This is amazing, because if they're gonna go anatomy of the scene, usually when they do 7 featurettes, they could break it up any which way and break it up for each scene of a movie, or something else, or just out of different aspects of the film, of making a film. But this here, they're going on right ahead and telling you that Warner Brothers is going to give you anatomy of a scene, and it's going to be 7 scenes of this film, so most likely action scenes. So, wow, this is really, really cool. I'm so glad that I bought the Steelbook Case. This is a huge, huge buy this week for filmmakers and just fanboys in general of Mortal Kombat. Very, very cool. So let's just move on here and let's check out the Steelbook Case. I will be having a whole video on this, so I won't spend too much time on it. So let's show it here. So it has a very, very cool inside cover, and they have the back and front there too, the front and back cover as well. The discs look pretty basic and stuff like that, but Warner Brothers always does great, great work on their films and their just aspect of storytelling, and then they give you a lot of information as filmmakers. They do seem to nurture filmmakers a lot better. They are one of my favorite studios, so I'm a huge, huge fan. So let's move on to another film out today of actually a filmmaker that I'm a huge fan of here, and his name is Guy Ritchie, and it's for Wrath of Man. So everything we're talking about here has IMDb links in the description below, so if you want to check out more about Mortal Kombat, go ahead and check it out in the description below. If you want to check out more about Wrath of Man, go ahead and check it out in the description below. I have IMDb links for the filmmakers, for the cast and crew, and for the trailers. You could check out the trailer and everything like that as well. This film is with Jason Statham, Wrath of Man, and I haven't seen him in an action movie like this in a while. I've been wanting to check this out, but I wanted to see it in a much bigger screen, but I keep having being pushed into having to watch it on my phone or something like that. It is a very much a daddy father guy action movie. I mean, not to say much, Guy Ritchie does movie for guys. like all his movies are hardcore like that. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, and so many other films, including Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2, and even those movies are a little bit more commercial. And he ended up directing Aladdin, which I was very surprised that actually turned out okay. But very different from what Guy Ritchie is usually notably about, which is what this film is more about. And when I'm talking about Wrath of Man, it just kind of brings all those movies like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch into mind. So let me know down in the comments below of the playback or in the live chat if you've seen any Guy Ritchie movie and you're a fan, as I am. I love his slow motion shots, and I was kind of expecting that in the special features of this Blu-ray here, but courtesy of Blu-ray Dan, I'm going to show you the back end here. So thank you, Blu-ray Dan. Go ahead and give him a shout out there on Instagram, as you see here, Blu-ray_Dan at Blu-ray_Dan. So the next thing I see, what I see here is Blu-ray of the back end of Wrath of Man, but there is no special features. So I'm really, really sorry about that. And I just kind of was hoping for special features here. I love Guy Ritchie, and any kind of information I can get from a phenomenal director like Guy Ritchie, it's just something that you really want to go out of your way to find and get. But I'm sure on YouTube there's some like interviews and things like that, so expect that around on YouTube as well. Let me see here. I see something on the bottom here. I'm just making sure. Yeah, that's just... Yep, there is no special features. Okay, so moving on to our next feature film. And like I said, all these films, you can catch them on IMDb in the description below. You can follow those links and watch the trailers, check out the cast and crew, and or the director. You can even check out the technical specs of these movies as well and see what kind of equipment they're working with. So, the next thing I have here today is the SpongeBob movie, A Sponge on the Run. Let me take a swig of water real quick. All right. So, courtesy of Blu-ray Dan, me and my family aren't like huge fans of SpongeBob. So we haven't really been keeping up with the SpongeBob movies. I'm not a fan of SpongeBob. I'm kind of glad my son isn't either, and he's just really not into it. But thanks to Blu-ray Dan, he has the back end here, and we're able to check out special features for the fans of these movies and stuff like that. So let's check it out here. Whoa, my mouse. Yo, my mouse is just like acting up. Come on. I shouldn't hit it like that. It's just to get the battery. It's trying to get to connect. It does that sometimes. Maybe I need a fresh battery. Wow. Yep, I'm gonna put some fresh batteries and I'll be right back. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Sorry about that with the microphone. So I'm just putting some Optimo Duracell batteries here. And the kind of mouse that I'm using is a wireless Um, Apple Mouse. Dang, there are times that this thing just pops out whenever it wants to, but then when you need it to pop out, it doesn't seem to pop out. Alright, so these ones are done, but I have optimal Duracell batteries here. Very cool. Let's see. Let's see how long they last. I'll let you know on this channel, so stay tuned. Alright, put my headphones on here to make sure I hear myself, and make sure that you guys can hear myself very clear. So let's zoom in to this, because you've been staring at this back end of SpongeBob, and for me not caring about SpongeBob so much. All right, so let's zoom in here. Automatically, it's including mini movies and deleted storyboard scenes. Very cool about that. Usually, like I said, deleted scenes are scenes that are taken out from the movie because it doesn't propel the story forward. And usually that happens with comedies and movies like this, and they just don't propel the story forward, and the kids, the jokes or whatever aren't just landing or whatever. But this was really cool, and it's good to see the deleted storyboards, and just looking to see how storyboards are done by professionals. It's good for any kind of emerging or starting off as a filmmaker, and starting in the industry, or just writing short films and stuff like that. Just learning that you have to do storyboards after your script, and something visual to show, and have concept art and things like that. It's always good to have all those things. Next thing I see here, sing-along music videos. Very cool. Kids love that kind of stuff. Arts and crafts and more. So more, I'm expecting like teasers, maybe some photo galleries of some concept art and things like that. So go ahead and check it out. It's out now on Blu-ray. I have IMDb links, like I said, for all these films, including SpongeBob. You can check out the filmmakers and check out the trailers and everything like that in the description below. All right. Next film here that we have today is The Night. The Night is released it's an IFC midnight releasing, but I think it's a Shout Factory releasing as well. So very, very cool. It's out now on Blu-ray, and you can check it out. Certified fresh. I have IMDb links for this film, where you can check out the filmmakers and check out the trailers and everything like that as well. Let me get some coffee here. Still good. I'm glad I warmed that up. All right. So go ahead and check that out of this film, and let me know in the live chat or the playback if you're looking to purchase this film as well. Next movie I have today is No Man's Land, and it's out now on Blu-ray as well. And it looks like it has a bunch of people in this movie, actually. And I see George Lopez there at the end as well. So I believe this is the one about border control and stuff like that, that George Lopez is in. So I highly recommend checking this one out. Look, Frank Grillo, too, I think I see there as well. I think this is the Frank Grillo movie. Check this movie out. Go ahead and on IMDb. You can check out the trailers, check out the filmmakers, check out the cast and crew. And it's now out. It's currently now out on Blu-ray, so go ahead and check that out as well. Whoa. Sorry about that. I was grabbing my phone because I want to make sure you guys have a good good view on things here, because of the Wi-Fi. I just saw it drop for some reason. All right. So the next film we have today, actually last of our, I would say this is actually No Man's Land is the last of our new releases today on Blu-ray. So go ahead on IMDb and go ahead and check that out. And then the next we're going to talk about today is another Blu-ray, but it's a collection. The reason why I'm talking about it, it's a re-release to Blu-ray collection. It's called the Monster Collection on Blu-ray. I do have IMDb links for this Blu-ray collection. The reason why I'm saying it like this is because it's a two documentary documentary collection. It's a a double feature documentary collection. But these documentaries are about practical effects, monster and creature effects and stuff like that. So the first documentary you have here, and which you'll see in order when you go on IMDb down below, the first IMDb link is The Frankenstein Complex, which is, I believe, a French documentary about just going on from movies like King Kong on all the way on to like Jurassic Park, and on to movies with Guillermo del Toro and all that stuff too, all the way on to like movies like Pan's Labyrinth and stuff. So those basically that documentary is going to dive in deep on practical and real life practical creature effects that they've done in films over the years and in the history of film. So I'm definitely gonna mention this here on this channel, and I highly recommend it. I almost want this for my collection so I could have both of them on a collection together on Blu-ray. It just seems like there's so much information. The next documentary next to that one is Phil Tippett. Phil Tippett is the man who was supposed to do the stop motion animation for Jurassic Park, actually, and he's done a lot of creature effects and stop motion animation for stuff like Terminator, the first Terminator, RoboCop, building creatures, and all this stuff that he's done and designing robots and stuff like that. He's used all his knowledge and stuff and put it into his work, and all of his knowledge and everything, and all the knowledge of creature effects are all in this Blu-ray. So I highly recommend checking this out. So go ahead and check out those IMDb links, watch those trailers, or find out more about it if you need to. But go and find this Blu-ray. I highly recommend it. And let me know. Go ahead and contact me on Instagram and send me a picture that you did purchase this. Maybe send me a picture of the back part of this as well. But I don't expect any special features. The two features on here, the two documentaries, are special features. And so I'm expecting like little deleted like scenes and clips and stuff like that. So very, very cool. So I highly recommend it, and this is very, very cool for us here on Greenlight. So let's move on to more of our re-releases, but on 4K. So the next one I have here, the next film we have here on released today is Almost Famous on 4K, and this is a Steelbook Case of the 4K releasing. And then we also have let's show I believe this is going to be like the Target releasing here. It's like a slip cover that opens up into a poster there on the left. But when you close it, it looks like this here in the middle. And then inside is a clear Blu-ray case. Very cool, with both 4K and the Blu-ray copy of the movie as well. I wonder if this is just a Blu-ray. Is this just Blu-ray? Let's investigate. All right. So from what it looks like here, I just see this is just a Blu-ray re-release for it, which is probably a Target or Best Buy releasing for that one. But we're going to move on into the 4K release of Almost Famous, and check out the back end here, courtesy of Blu-ray Dan. And thank you, Blu-ray Dan, for purchasing this film. And now we have a zoomed-in version to check out as well, and we could check out the features here. And let's see. And this is kind of similar to the special edition that I purchased on DVD of this film. I really wanted to get anyways. I saw it at Amoeba here in Los Angeles. They have Amoeba where it's like trading Blu-rays and trading DVDs and stuff like that. But they have similar featurettes. Filmmaker Focus, Cameron Crowe on Almost Famous. So that's very cool. Diving in here. This is one featurette, and then they have casting and costumes. Yeah, this is very similar to, and then extended scenes And then, yeah, so this is very similar to the one that you would get in the special edition of the DVD, the special edition version, and that's what they were used to do with DVDs. Is they'll have a DVD copy come out of the movie, have a couple features on it, but then they'll have like a full blown special edition with like 3 or 4 discs or something like that. But this had like 2 discs, and the second disc was a greatest hits, which is something that you see here too, and that's it'll have Fever Dog music video and more, like more the making of and interviews and things like that here. It's kind of blurry. I'm sorry about that. It's hard to see, so I'm just kind of throwing them out at you. But this is chock filled with stuff, so I highly, highly recommend checking this 4K out or purchasing it for yourself. Highly, highly recommend that. And let's move on to our last 4K release today, and it's a movie that I mentioned earlier on it today on the live stream, and I really love Guy Ritchie films, and I'm looking for this movie specifically, if I can even get this today. But I do have the Mortal Kombat already pre-ordered, already purchased, so I am definitely going to pick this up. But I will be going to Best Buy, so there may be a video. There will definitely be a video out of me picking up my pre-order. So this is Snatch, the 4K Steelbook case. Very, very cool. When Brad Pitt knocked out that guy and he shouldn't have. Basically, this is the slow motion shot that Guy Ritchie is just famous for. So let's check out the back end here, courtesy of eBay. eBay already has somebody purchased it, I guess, has their copy and is already trying to sell it and hawk it out there already. So thanks to that person, we get to see the back end here and explore the special features. So I'm going to zoom in. All right, so the back end here, you get director and producer commentary. So that's always good to find out more of their thoughts throughout the film and things that you just wouldn't see in the featurette, or information that wouldn't come out in the featurette. Most of the time, they come out in the commentaries. People don't, they shy away from it. Trust me, even I do, but I highly recommend them. They give away so much. And then the deleted scenes, they have optional commentary. When they have optional commentary, I like them more than just watching the deleted scenes straight up. But it depends on you as a person, as an individual. So the next thing I see here is Making Snatch featurette. So this is cool. So I love that they said making Making Snatch featurette. They're saying it's a featurette, so I'm expecting it to be more than 20-30 minutes. I'm expecting 30 to 40 here. Whenever they usually do making of something, it's usually they're pertaining it to be a lot shorter than the featurette. And the featurette, if they put an S on that they mean multiple featurettes, and that's always cool to see, but they do not have an S there, so I'm expecting just one, and I'm expecting one good featurette, like a documentary type, 30-40 minutes, chock filled with information. So highly recommend that. And then storyboard comparisons. So this is going off of what I'm saying about this SpongeBob movie with the whole storyboard deleted scenes. It's good to see these storyboards and see how they are created. Sometimes they're very, very, very crude. Sometimes the storyboards are just very, very crude. Sorry about that. I saw that we went off. It comes in and out a little bit. The storyboards, you got to do them right after screenplay. After you write your script, it's good to storyboard it, flesh out your world, and just gets you on a visual path for your film. Maybe you can figure out certain scenes that are not necessary because you foreshadowed it visually or something like that. So that's usually the case and all that as well. So I'm gonna put myself on here. So that was the last of the re-releases, but we're gonna do our giveaway. One of them is for Aquaman, and we're gonna start with Aquaman first, and then we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes here, which is Avengers and Black Panther movie code giveaway. So let's get started right now and see who won these movie codes. So let's do this. And let me get it up here. So, as you can see in my back end here that I have here, we have Aquaman, and we're going to start here. I use this this tool here, this Google Chrome app called TubeBuddy, and then they have little tools inside of it. And the miscellaneous tool, they have pick a winner. So let's see. I'm going to center this up just a smidge here so winner could see themselves clearly. And let's get started. Let's spin this wheel. Blu-ray won an Aquaman movie code. No, this is the rules, and I always put these down there. These are the rules. So to subscribe, like, and comment with your Instagram. So that if there is no Instagram, I will not pick you. And why is it doing this? Did anybody go for Aquaman? I know somebody did. I know somebody had to. Oh, let's try this again. Refreshing my screen here. All right, so what in the world is going on here? All right, so I'm back on green here. It looks like I was going in and out on this here. So I'm back now. So let's see. Let's try it again. And this time, yep, I knew who was going to be the winner. And I know I see you on the live chat, JE. So congratulations for winning Aquaman today. You were actually the only one who got on this. And it's understandable. It's not a brand new film. And I have a couple other ones that I'm going to be throwing out throughout these weeks and stuff like that I have here. But these are fairly new movies. They're not like anything that like are super old or something like that. So congratulations to you, JE, and I really appreciate you for joining me on here and going on this movie code giveaway. So let's move on to our next movie code giveaway, and it's going to be for Black Panther and Avengers. So I'm gonna pick a winner here. And JE won again. No, there's multiple more people on this one, so I'm just gonna click it again. And 24 Anthony Mo. I believe you have won once before. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a look at who's on here. And I'm gonna spin it like I believe one more time. Yeah, I think there's somebody else that's new in here. CJE. Oh, here we go. This is the guy that's new. Herman Diestel Camp. Count me in for this one, please. Yeah, but you didn't put your Instagram account. Nobody did, except for JE. I should basically just give them all to him for following instructions. Um, I'm so sorry. There's no way in contacting you, so we're gonna have to go around. 24 Anthony didn't do it either, and you didn't either. So like James, you didn't again either. You guys done it before, but you keep jumping on and not putting it there. Like I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna remember your name like that. But I want more people that are new to have an opportunity to get these films. But I'm just gonna have to give these to JE, and he's on there. He's on here live, and he's supporting the channel. So I really appreciate that, JE. So let's do that, and let's give him the movie code giveaways. So I really appreciate it, all of you, for joining either way and coming in on this channel and helping me out and just supporting this channel and watching these videos and all that stuff. Let me know anything that you guys like. And also, I have nobody. So if you hadn't had the chance to win any movie code giveaways and you want something new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like on this video. Go ahead and stick around later on today, and you're going to find a video for Nobody, where I do an unboxing and explore Target. So go ahead and check that out. Hit the subscribe button. I do more videos like this every week, and I'll see you here next time. Later.